Yo, how's it going, guys? Today we are going to be using Mega Starmie as our sand team, and I'm going to tell you a little bit of my philosophy on why I'm using this in the first place. Fun fact, actually, sand teams are actually my favorite team to use in Pokemon battles. I'm a really big fan of the sand. I like Tyranitar, I like Excadrill, I like those two together. I love both those mon, and sand helps you break through other weathers. It's not the best weather, but it's the weather I like to use, and it has a lot of my favorite mon in them. So I enjoy using sand weather teams. So I had a problem with my sand weather team when I brought it over from Pokemon Scarlet, because the whole idea with my sand weather team is to deal damage to all their mon and then finish it off with my back row mon in the back, which in Scarlet and Violet, that was Komo-o. But in Champions, we do not have the Terra type anymore. So Komo-o has kind of gone down a little bit, because you can't Terra Steel or Terra Fire him like you used to make him more defensively buff and to take hits. And my problem is when I play with him is that
he just dies.
he cannot take a hit. He has times 4 weakness, the fairy. Fairies just delete him. And unfortunately, one of the best Pokemon in the format right now
is Mega Floette.
And I'm not gonna lie, she just Gojo deletes you. You don't survive as Komo-o against a Floette. Komo-o just doesn't live. And also, he's weak to flying, he's weak to dragon, and he has a lot of weaknesses in this format, unfortunately. So I couldn't use him. And all the other Pokemon I kind of used in between. I used Hydreigon, but Hydreigon just kept dying just like him. And I was like, man,
what does a brother have to do to get a back row sweeper in this game? What's a brother gotta do?
But then I watched Wolfie VGC, and he actually used Mega Starmie. But he used Mega Starmie in a way I didn't think about you could ever use it. Because the way he was using it, he was using Mega Skill Swap Starmie. But I don't know if you know, but Mega Starmie has huge power in this game. So when you skill swap huge power on one of your mons, it kind of just deletes everything. So kind of the whole goal is that you Mega Evolve Starmie, and then you can give Tyranitar huge power. And also, you can reset the weather, because fun fact, when you skill swap an ability, it reactivates the ability. So when you skill swap, with setting sand up, it resets the sand up if someone else already taken the weather. So it can give my Tyranitar huge power and help me reset the weather, which is very clutch for weather wars in this game. So that's kind of the philosophy on why I'm using all these mons. I'm just going to give you a quick breakdown of all the mon and why I'm using them. So of course we have Mega Excadrill, because he has a Sand Rush ability, which doubles, his speed, in the sand. So he's very good. So you can click, you can spam Rock Slide, you can do high horsepower, you can Iron Head flinch people. And then we're also giving him the Focus Sash item to help him, not die in one hit. And obviously, since the sand team, we're running Tyranitar, and he has a Sandstream ability, which helps us reset the weather and gain control of it. He can spam Rock Slides, he can run Knockoff, Protect, just so he can stall out other stuff. And then Stomping Tantrum, I know a lot of other people are running Low Kick, but I feel Stomping Tantrum is kind of just a little bit better in this format, but this is just my personal opinion. You can totally run Low Kick on him and be fine, but we're not going to be running him for this video. And then we are running the Quick Claw on him, because it can Quick Claw can kind of come in clutch in some scenarios, so we're running Quick Claw on him. And obviously, Mega Starmie, most of the time we're going to try and skill swap and get huge power on other things and then swap him out. But we also, he's also just a really powerful water type, so you can get, Stab, huge power, Liquidations, and also Zen Headbutt. Zen Headbutt has a potential to miss, so you kind of have to be careful with it. And then we give him Protect. And then his main ability doesn't matter too much. I gave it Illuminate, just so stuff, swaps in before he Mega Evolves, nothing can drop his accuracy. And then, the GOAT, we're running the GOAT, Incineroar. Fun fact, is also my main in Smash Bros. So I like this mon a lot. He's one of my favorite Pokemon of all time. And luckily for me, he's just the GOAT in every Pokemon game, apparently. So obviously we're running Fake Out so we can get flinches. Flare Blitz, because Stab Flare Blitz. and you don't even have to invest that much attack stats into him to get good attacking Flare Blitz. And then Throat Chop, you know, so we can Throat Chop opposing Cineroars so they can't Parting Shot us. And then Parting Shot so we can get delayed pivots and lower their stuff. And then obviously running the Intimidate ability on him. And then Hatterini. Hatterini is my anti-Trick Room mon, actually. And this mon is goated at anti-Trick Rooming. Originally in Scarlet and Violet, it was Indeedee, but Indeedee's not in the game. So we had to kind of pivot to, you know, Hatterini. But Hatterini, I've been really loving Hatterini, especially in singles and doubles. Like, she's just the GOAT in both formats, actually. So one, we have Trick Room, so we can reverse Trick Rooms if we really need to. We're running Calm Mind, so if they Trick Room, we can set up with a Calm Mind, and since we're like the slowest mon, most of the time, we can punish them with a Dazzling Gleam or a Psychic. And then we're running the Magic Bounce ability, which basically stops all hazards, so you can't use like Stealth Rock and Toxic Spikes on it, unless it's like through your ability, you can't use the move. And then also, and then if you try to Thunder Wave it or with a Wisp, it does it right back to you. Also, if you try to lower its stats, it will stop that as well. And for our final mon, we're using Corviknight. And Corviknight's really good because it can dodge Garchomp's Earthquakes, and it's also just a good swap-in mon. And obviously, when you use this mon, you're going to be, you know, bulk upping, shooting Brave Birds out. It also has Taunt, so we can potentially stop Trick Rooms and other setup mon from setting up. He kind of just stops that. And then with Bulk Up and Roost, he can kind of just live a lot. He can live from a lot of attacks. And then Brave Bird can actually just hit a lot of opposing mon for a lot of damage, actually. He's kind of crazy. Oh, and I forgot to go over the items. Corviknight, he's running the Citrus Berry, so he can, you know, constantly regain health and be healthy and spam the Brave Birds. Hatterini, we're running Leftovers because it kind of helps her survive better in the sand. And also, if they have Trick Room set up and they do damage after a Calm Mind, it just lets her live a lot more stuff. Then Ensign, we gave him the Bright Powder, and in some games, this has won me in the past. I also just don't have really a great item to run on him, so I'm like a 10% chance for them to miss on top of, you know, other accuracy stuff is actually very helpful. And then obviously Mega Starmie is running Mega Stone, T-Tar, Quick Claw, because Quick Claw T-Tar actually surprises people and they're not really expecting it at all. And then, you know, Focus Sash on the Extra Drill, so we can actually, you know, take a hit and dish stuff back. And yeah, that's all the items. And so yeah, now we're gonna go to Past Magnum that I edited all that together and see how it goes. So okay guys, so now we're gonna actually try the Mega Starmie Sand Team out and show you exactly how this all works together and plays. So okay, so this is a this is kind of interesting team. They got a Dragonite, a Meloctic, Aurora Veil, Setter with Ninetales, Baton Pass, Espertha. So I think Sand's actually going to be kind of important. Like, their Lycanroc gets a boost from it, but it ain't that big of a deal. So I think we're actually going to lead. We could start out with typical Sand, but I want to show you the Mega Starmie gimmick. So we're going to do Starmie type Tyranitar, Excadrill in the back. We're actually going to do Ensign, because Ensign's pretty good into the Grass Ghost. So, and they're probably going to bring that, because most people do. It's a very good swap in. Hacha Pacha, I don't know, the Macha Gacha movesetter. Hey, a Tyranitar Admirer. Yo, this guy's cool. Lycanroc and T-Tar. Okay, so he's gonna get the special defense boost, but it's really not gonna matter because we're hitting him with physical attacking moves. So we actually can just Mega Evolve Liquidation right off the bat, not immediately do the skill swap, and then we can kind of just knock off into the Melodic. So, oh, Quick Claw, nice. We get the knockoff off first, because it's probably Leftovers Melodic. And the Lycanroc should not survive the liquidation whatsoever, unless it protects, so. Yeah. Okay, cool. Oh! Oh, the crit? Oh, that crit had to that crit mattered. Is this not a defensive Melodic? No defenses into that? Trailblaze. Man, that's a fast... This is a weird set. I'm not familiar with this set at all, but this should just be a double KO. I'm not gonna lie. Man, that's wild. It went down the one hit. Is this... Usually they just make Melodics defensively built. The Lycanroc outspeeding me kind of sucked, but we got a double KO in one turn. And you guys saw the strength of Mega Starmie at least, so that was a big surprise. Yeah, and this is a real person. This is no shot. It's not a real person. Okay. So now we can actually show off the gimmick chat with the skill swap, because we can skill swap with a Tyranitar and give him huge power Rock Slide. And that should finish the game hard. Because this is a... Which it might live with the multi-scale, but it's still going to get huge damage off. And plus, my Mega Starmie is practically dead anyway, so... Might as well give his ability to his best friend, T-Tar, you know? Might as well. The Ice Beam... Well, that did nothing. That did nothing into my T-Tar. And a huge power Rock Slide. See, that's with a multi-scale. Like, multi-scale, and it took over half. Like, that's crazy damage. Now it's gonna Macha Gotcha. That's gonna finish off my Starmie, probably. Man, that did a lot of damage to my T-Tar, but he should still be able to take one hit from the
Dragonite.
And then we can kind of just swap in the Exegro and get the turn 1 hit on the Dragonite too. Just kind of double tap it. Just double Rock Slide. And then we'll just double Rock Slide just to actually get the kill, you know. Yeah. Because this should finish off the Dragonite. And then it might just flinch the Sinistra, so... Yeah, because the Sinistra is not going to be able to KO all of our Mon anyway, so... Yeah, that Rock Slide, huge power Rock Slide, finished it off. Nice and easy, yeah. And that's why we made this team, chat. The huge power Rock Slides just have crazy potential with T-Tar. Okay, so this is an Aerodactyl. Okay, so they have 3 possible Megas. Actually 4, but no one Megas Aerodactyl. And Mega Starmie... I don't know, let's... This is kind of a wild team because the Proteant Mouscarada could be a problem. I think we can start out with Starmie, T-Tar. Definitely gonna bring Incin because they're all physical attackers, so that'll just help versus free swap in. And then Exegro to finish it out. Which... The Scizor and the Golurk... honestly, the Scizor and the Mouscarada are the things that concern me. But I think we'll do fine now with the Starmie or the or anybody really. So the Eevee Gamer, yo, with the cat eyes, that's wild. Dragonite and Cleavor, is he gonna try to set up rocks on me? I bet that's probably what he's gonna do. And it gets a special defense boost, but it's not gonna matter, chat. So we're actually gonna Liquidation into the Cleavor right off the bat. And then yeah, we're just gonna Rock Slide to get the multi-scale off because we can't one-shot either of these with a huge power anyway. But the huge power Liquidation could actually get the kill. So it can actually get the job done. So we're gonna do that. Mega Starmie, man. This should, hopefully, I think it will one-shot. Oh, Focus Sash. But this thing should be slower than my Tyranitar, so a Rock Slide should finish it off. Yeah, now the Rock Slide. Oh, it's fast! Darn! That's actually very bad for me. Draco, is that? Please be my T-Tar. My Starmie, that would suck. Oh, thank goodness. Okay. Okay, that's actually fine. Because Starmie... Yeah, Starmie got the kill. And now we can skill swap huge power T-Tar. And then that Dragonite's doing no damage whatsoever, so... Unless the only special attacking move it's running is Draco, but that would be really unusual for Dracos. I mean for Dragon Knights. Man, he wants me to liquidate him so bad. Problem is, liquidating into them actually isn't the worst thing ever. And then we just Rock Slide. We're just gonna do that, because if Starmie gets 2 kills, it's worth it. Dang. Or they could do that. Extreme speed. Yeah! Oh, it lived! But it's still dying because of Sandstorm. Rock Slide. Oh, I thought I was gonna miss the Dragon Knight. And I was like, are you kidding me? The Dragon Knight finished off? Yeah. Okay, so we trade our Mons. And then I'm gonna be able to bring in Excadrill next turn. And it's gonna be able to just finish that off. Actually, do we just... I think we just bring in the Ensign, actually. And then we can just fake out, knock off the Golurk. Yeah, because we're going to fake out the Scizor and then knock off the Golurk. So. Oh, the Stones. Yeah. And now both their Mons can't get out of the Ensign swap. So we're actually going to fake out into you. And then we're going to knock off into the Golurk. Because it can't protect this turn. It can, it's just not likely, chat. It's not likely to work, so. Oh, and it's a Quick Claw. Even better. Even better. Which they might Headlong Rush, so hopefully this just one-taps the Golurk. Hopefully. Yeah, the Fake Out. Or if they hit the Ensign, that would just be even better. Yeah, knock off. Oh, it almost one-taps it. Scizor flinch. Drain Punch. Oh, it did not do that much at all. It did not do anything at all, actually. That's perfectly fine. Okay, now we're gonna swap into Excadrill. Actually, what's my turn of Sands? We have 2 more turns? Okay, we should be able to do everything we need to do. And then we can get another attack swap off. Not effective at all. It's effective on that guy. We're just gonna do another knockoff, finish off the Mega. Because Priority Bullet Punch can be a problem, but if we can just get the Intimidate back on, we're fine. We'll probably win the game, no problem. So. Yeah, we didn't even go. Oh, we did go after you. But it's fine, chat. The Rock Slide call out would have been better, but we didn't know. Ooh, okay. The Brick Break, that sucks. Kind of a close game, but Instant should be able to do everything. And they're both going to get another minus. They're going to be -2 total on attacks. They're both physical attackers, so. That's fine. I think we're going to wrap this game up fine. High horsepower in the Golurk, and then we can fake out the Scizor. That's going to be the call out. So, yeah. Now it doesn't get a move, and then I can finish the Golurk off. The high horsepower. Yeah. Man, I love Excadrill. Excadrill's just the freaking goat, man. And yeah. And I should be able to take 1 Sandstorm before I... Oh, the Sandstorm's gone. I don't even get that either. It's sick. Let's see what happens. Oh, yeah. Even if it doesn't. Oh, it's -2. Yeah, this Flare Blitz is finishing it off. Sick! Nice, nice. That was actually closer than I thought it would be. But thanks to Ensign, honestly, Ensign was very important for that game. Because without the -2 attack drop-off, they actually could have came back very easily with the Mega Golurk and the Scizor. So Ensign, kind of the MVP. We kind of got some... We didn't call out great with the Starmie, but we still won. It still got the job done. So I'm still happy with it. Okay, so you have... This looks like a Sunsetting team. Or possibly a Rain team, because you can do Priority Rain Dance with Whimsicott, I think. Then you also can do Icy Wind. Yeah, I think we're still going to lead Starmie, T-Tar. Ensign works very well in this team too. Drops the attacks. Lets me pivot out. The only thing that'll give him a problem is kind of the... Actually, nothing really gives him a problem. Yeah, and then we use Extra Drill, so... We have Emperor Lincoln versus the punk guy. Let's see what you do. Steelix Dragon Knight. Okay. Sandstream. So what we actually can do, chat, or I think we're actually going to swap Ensign in first off, and then we're going to Rock Slide. Just kind of break, actually, what we could do is Mega Liquidation the Steelix, and then swap out Tyranitar with Ensign. But I feel like it's going to try and kill my Tyranitar, because it's important, so... We'll see how this goes. He's intimidated on him. Nice. Yeah, because Mega Starmie should be able to one-shot the Steelix, I think. So... Special attacking? Okay. If we can deal with the Steelix, I feel like everything's a lot better. Liquidation. Okay. Didn't finish it off, but I got close, though. Dragon Pulse. Okay, as long as he didn't double into my Starmie, which I don't think he would. Yeah. Oh, that's bad. That's bad for me. Okay, now the multi-scale's broken, though, at least, so... Leftover Steelix. We should finish... We can actually... So we can actually... Liquidation. Finish the Steelix off. And then, fake out the Dragon Knight. Probably what we do. Starmie's not taking another hit, and the sand shouldn't really matter. If he's smart, he would double protect. Yeah. We finished that thing off. So... But we could actually... We'll probably swap the Starmie back out. And then parting shot everything else. Okay, yeah. We're probably going to swap you back out for Tyranitar. And then we're going to parting shot. We could just throat shot the Gengar, but it's not that big of a deal. We're going to parting shot. Just so nothing like... Just so it can't do any more stuff to us. Oh, perfect. Perfect swap, yeah. It ain't that great. Dragon Pulse, yeah. Even that's fine, because now we can get Extra Drill in here, and he'll be the fastest thing, so... Because now we can kind of just high horsepower Rock Slide, and just kind of finish them both off. So, I would like to have saved them, but it's not a huge deal. Okay, we have 2 more turns, so Sand, so that's perfectly fine. So unless they like protect, they should try to stall out my Sand, to be frank, but I don't think they're gonna try and do that. Yeah, that should finish off the Gengar. Gengar, unfortunately, I love the Mon, but he cannot take a hit. I shouldn't need it. I should not need high horsepower the rest of the game anyway. But then I have a Focus Sash, so he's gonna live that. No problem. Yeah, now we can double spam Rock Slide next turn. Oh, I don't think we even need to. We just died. Oh my gosh. A critical hit! Man, that guy just died. Holy cow. Oh yeah, and due to a forfeit, yeah. I only lost one of my Mon. I still had Mega Starmie in the back to outspeed. I didn't get to do my skill swap, but it's still fine though. Like Starmie's still just a great threat because they have to fear the Starmie, so they don't focus my T-Tar and Extra so bad, you know. So even if I don't get the skill swap off, he's still just a great threat into them. This might be the game where I could do it. Because Prankster, Sableye. Yeah, because fun fact, Sableye's like to do Prankster disable, so you can't spam Rock Slide. Okay, so how would we like to lead this? Honestly, I think we're just gonna do this, the Prankster, not Prankster. Yeah, we're just gonna do the skill swap, Rock Slide right off the bat. That's honestly how we're gonna handle it, because what we're gonna do, skill swap, Rock Slide, and then he's gonna try to disable us, and then we're just gonna use a different move and predict the disable. So, because we can still get huge power knockoffs and high horsepowers into these guys. So, yeah, I predicted the Sableye being let off first. I'm probably gonna swap the Starmie out right off the rip though into Ensign, just so I don't eat the Shadow Ball. Gotta just knock off the Sableye actually, yeah. Not knock off Sableye, Gengar. We're just gonna kill the Gengar. Because I think it might be able to outspeed my guy, so. A Will-O-Wisp doesn't affect Tyranitar? Will-O-Wisp doesn't affect Tyranitar? I didn't know that. I did not know that at all. Oh, because it's Prankster. Pranksters don't affect dark types. That's what it is. That's why it didn't work. Yeah. I was wondering, like, that. I feel like Will-O-Wisp does work, but yeah, because it used the Prankster ability. Prankster abilities don't work on dark types, so. Now we can fake out the Blastoise, to be honest. Yeah, we're gonna fake out the Blastoise. And then we're gonna use, Rock Slide on both these guys. Rock Slide or Stomping Tantrum? We could just Stomping Tantrum. We're actually going to Stomping Tantrum because I'm not even... The Sableye is really not going to do much. It's going to try to disable me, but like, I don't care if it disables the other moves as long as it doesn't disable knockoffs, you know. That's the important stuff. I mean, Rock Slide. As long as it doesn't disable Rock Slide, we are good, actually. Yeah. Now it'll do less damage, so... If it does Water Sport, you know? Yeah. Oh, that did nothing. Yeah, Sableye is kind of useless, I'm not going to lie, into my team. He's just not great, and we can kind of just ignore him. Because it can't do anything into our team. Now we can just Parting Shot into the Blastoise and just knock off the Blastoise. We can just keep hitting him, you know? It doesn't matter. Because disable doesn't matter. Oh, that just finished them off. Even better. Yeah, the Sableye, it's actually just useless. Now we just Parting Shot. Which is even better, because now we can get Starmie back out for free. And do huge power. And we can actually do the huge power unless they surrender, so hopefully they don't. Metal Burst.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie, turn one, he should have swapped the Sableye out. That was his biggest mistake, was not swapping the Sableye out. Yeah, now we can do huge power, skill swap, in the Tyranitar, and spam Rock Slides, chat. This is what we want to do, and I just want to see how much damage it does. Because, yeah, I don't see them actually coming back from this, so. Especially with the Mega, so. Skill swap. Yes, yes. Now let's see what they do. Rock Slide! Okay, I thought it would do a bit more damage, but they still flinched. That Ice Punch isn't doing anything, especially after the Parting Shot. And now we still have a good attack stat, so. Now we just spam Liquidation, I'm not gonna lie. And Rock Slide. I'm not gonna lie, I'm thinking like, is this a bot? You know, maybe this is a bot, I don't know. It might not be a bot. I think it's a real person. They just don't understand dark typing. Yeah. Liquidation, baby. It's still gonna hurt, even with, you know, a flame body. And Rock Slide should finish off both. Yeah. You really need the Will-O-Wisp, the Tyranitar. Well, that's the skill swap game. And I love how even if I don't skill swap, it still puts a lot of pressure on their Mon to target the Starmie, you know? Like, they still want to hit it. Nice. I think we're going to do one more battle, try to really emphasize the skill swap, and see what happens. Oh, sick, we're in Ultra Ball League. Nice. A sick chat, because you guys get to watch my first match in Ultra Ball League with this team. Which we really don't have. We really don't use Corviknight and Hatterene a lot on this team, unless we need a hard stop Trick Room. That's kind of when they come in, or if I just have a really bad matchup. Okay, so this is a Mega Scovillain team, which is interesting. This is actually not great, because my whole team is physical attacking. Yeah, that's actually not the greatest thing for us, because it's going to do Rage Powder and burn us. That's what it's going to want to do. They only have one physical attacker with the Ensign. But what we can do is just Starmie T-Tar and just kind of pray we can like Rock Slide kill the Pelipper. I don't know. I've never actually faced a Mega Scovillain, so this is going to be interesting. I feel like I maybe should bring Hatterene just so I can have one special attacker, but I feel like it's fine. I feel like Incineroar is more important than Hatterene in this matchup, because it can fake out Parting Shot Intimidate, which is very important for me. So, oh, Fairy Tail Girl versus a punk guy. I do like the Fairy Tail title. That's fun fact. My favorite anime is Fairy Tail, so I just really like that title. Yeah. So also, fun fact chat. This is also the fun thing about skill swap. It resets the terrain if you swap out with the weather. So if we Mega skill swap in the T-Tar and then Rock Slide, we can actually reset our weather without swapping out whatsoever, which is really cool. Also, if they keep the weather on, we actually get a water type boost for our liquidations. So, but I think Huge Power Rock Slide is going to be more important in the long run. So we're going to do that.
Slurp, 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 slurp.
Because with Huge Power on him, even with the burn, we should go back to neutral damage. Because it halves our attack, and then we're getting it doubled again. So we should go back to neutral, even with Huge Power. And then I can still swap Starmie out and reset Huge Power on Mega Starmie. So, yeah. So let's watch this. Let's see if they know the tech with, like, skill swap. Even though, like, if they Rage Powder skill swap, that would actually be really funny, because we could steal their fire ability. So, yeah. Now let's hopefully, if I'm correct, it should reset the weather. Yeah, we get the weather reset! Isn't that sick, chat? Then Huge Power Rock Slides. It one-shot Scovillain! Holy cow, it one-shot the Scovillain! Oh, it was a crit! Oh my gosh, we killed their Mega, though. We killed their Mega and put Pelipper at 1 health. And with Sandstorm, it's guaranteeing dying at the end of the turn. Like, who cares if we get burned? Oh my gosh, this is the play of the game. And we get a special defense boost on our rock types. Oh my gosh, that turn could not have gone better for us. Chat, I love Mega Starmie. Mega Starmie is actually one of my new favorite mon, thanks to Skill Swap. Like, I love this move, because it helps you reset, it gives Tyranitar the attack boost. Oh, he ended to a forfeit! Yeah, he did, he can't come back from that. Holy cow. That is some sick stuff right there, holy cow. Chat, we love Mega Starmie. This is why I wanted to use Mega Starmie, because I get weather advantage, I get the free reset, and I get huge power on T-Tar, which I don't know if the crit mattered or not, because it was neutral damage no matter what on the Mega Scovillain, and Mega Scovillain naturally isn't very tanky, but maybe the crit mattered, depends on how much defense they put into it. But yeah, this is a clear example on why we run Mega Starmie on this Sand team. Because most people don't think about running Mega Starmie on the Sand team, because like, oh, it's taking Sand attacks, but like, Huge Power Skill Swap makes up for it tensfold. This is why we run this mon. It's so good. Okay, so this is okay. So this is a Mega M-Board team, and this is going to be a Trick Room team. And this is actually one of the reasons why we bring Hatterini. It's actually for the Trick Room team itself. What we could do is start off the battle with Hatterini, Starmie, just to give us some attack advantage. Actually, I think what we're going to do lead with Hatterini Ensign. And then what we can do is have Starmie and Tyranitar in the back. This is one of the few times where we don't bring Excadrill, because Excadrill will actually just die into everything. And it doesn't... The only thing it's going to one-shot... I think Hatterini's just more important than the Excadrill this game, unfortunately. Because we just need a way to stop Trick Room. Because this is a very Trick Room team with Hydreigon in the back to sweep. I feel like that's what they're going to try and do. So... And this will be a way for us to actually show off the Hatterini set, so... Yeah, so... Oh, and we can take the Intimidate on the M-Board, which is very important. Okay. So we're actually going to do turn 1, which is that we're actually going to Calm Mind. Because if they Trick Room right off the bat, it's going to give us huge advantage. And then we can kind of fake out the M-Board. So we don't let it, like, use a turn. But if they're smart, what they should do is that they should protect Emboar and then Trick Room with the Cofagrigus to actually set their Pokemon up. So that's what they should do if they're smart. Or unless they know something that I don't. So, yeah. And then we're going to fake out him. So he doesn't get a go turn 1. And then we have to Calm Mind. And now, if they Trick Room, we can just Dazzling Gleam and kill them. So, yeah. This is why we did this. Very important for us. Okay, so now we can actually just, we're gonna Psychic into the Emboar. We're gonna T-Tar, yeah, we need to swap out on the Tyranitar. So, because we're gonna need the another attack swap off. It's gonna try to Drain Punch. Actually, if it Drain Punch my Tyranitar, this will be very bad. But hopefully we can just one-shot it. Cool, we one-shot it. Yeah, that's why we bring Hatterini to chat. But this thing is slow. This thing is slow. And with the Calm Mind boost, it takes this. Yeah, that's why we did the Calm Mind right off the bat. So we could actually take these hits. And it works fine in the sand because we have leftovers to kind of make up for the sand chip. So, and if they bring in another physical attacker, we do have the Incineroar now. And since we're the fastest thing on the team right now, we could just Dazzling Gleam. Like, we could just Dazzling Gleam and hit their whole team. And that's kind of what we're going to do until Hatterini dies. We're just gonna Rock Slide. Because why not? Dang. I forgot. We still take it. Yeah, because now they're trying to kill me in their own Trick Room that they set up. But we still have Rock Slide in the back to do some chip damage to both of them, so... Oh, it crit. Yeah. That's cool. Yeah. So now it can't fake out me. So now both these Mons have to take a Dazzling Gleam, Calm Mind from Hatterini. So, they have to take it, unless they protect. And then we're actually gonna knock off the Cofagrigus. Yeah. Let's see if how well they take this. Oh, they're both at low, so that's good. The Will-O-Wisp. It's okay. The Rock Slide is going to finish both you off, and then we have Mega Starmie in the back, so it's actually fine. Oh, we're doing no damage! Will-O-Wisp Parting Shot, holy cow. They didn't finish off the Hatterini, though. That's actually kind of bad that they didn't finish it off, because Dazzling Gleam's going to kill that Hydreigon. Yeah, the knockoff. Okay. Actually, it's kind of bad that we did that, because now they get fake out Ensign back on the field. That's actually kind of bad for us. Because now they get Ensign back in the field, and I think they have one more turn of Trick Room. So Hatterini might die, but Hatterini also did its job, so... Yeah, my Tyranitar also does no damage, so... how many turns Trick Room? We have one more turn of Trick Room left. Okay, so yeah. Hatterini, unfortunately, is probably going to die here, but... What we're going to do is swap an Ensign, though. Just so Tyranitar can do something later on. Because he's going to fake out the Hatterini. And if he doesn't fake out the Hatterini, he loses. So he kind of has to fake out and then finish the Hatterini off. Yeah. Now the Hydreigon should... Oh, it Draco'd? Well, that's surprising. That's very surprising. Oh, unfortunate for Sandstorm. Rip Hatterini, you are the GOAT, though. So they've lost two... okay, so they're on their last Mons. Yeah, now we can bring out Mega Starmie and kind of let her shine. Okay, so yeah, last two Mons. Now we can kind of... Liquidation, the Ensign. This is the first turn you're out, so we can fake out the Hydreigon, so... Yeah, this should be an easy finish game. This should be an easy finish. So. Evolved, man. Yeah, fake out. It's going to take some Sand Chip. And then now we can Liquidation. Finish off the Ensign so it cannot be a menace anymore. And then next turn, we're just going to Parting Shot with Ensign. Just to make sure this thing can't do any damage whatsoever. Yeah, we're just gonna keep hitting you with a Liquidation, and then we're gonna Parting Shot you out, just so you can't do anything. This should still do good damage. Yeah. Dark Pulse? Were they trying to do a hard read on me swapping out? They probably were. But my other Mon, Incineroar Flinch. Oh, he forfeited. Okay, yeah. That's why we bring Hatterini in the back of this team. I'm glad we actually got to show off Hatterini, because Hatterini is my anti-Trick Room setting. Because, you know, I really had no way of stopping that Trick Room of going off. Actually, I did have a way of stopping the Trick Room go off, because I could have Huge Power knocked off into the Cofagrigus and stopped it. But I felt like, you know, showing off the Hatterini was more important. And honestly, low-key, on the Bible, I totally forgot I could have just Huge Power knockoffed and killed that Cofagrigus. I forgot that was an option. Because, you know, I am also still learning the Mega Starmie stuff and everything you can do with it. But, yeah. But that's the video. Thank you guys for watching. If you like this Pokemon content and you want to see more wild teams that I think up, like, comment, subscribe. Let me know in the comments if you like this, or you want me to go back playing Mouse PI for Hired, which I'm still going to go make more videos for that. But thank you all for watching, and I will see you guys in the next video or live stream I produce. Bye-bye!